Make your life better today. And we're kicking it off with how to be a better person, a better you in 2008. Of all the resolutions we promise to keep in the new year, there is one that can have a profound impact. Striving to be a better person can greatly enhance your own life and the lives of others. Here to tell us more about this is etiquette expert Susan Fitter. Good morning, Susan.
Good morning.
You know, I found that trying to be a better person, it really is practice, like yoga, just trying and trying and trying. It's amazing what you can sort of make happen. And so you say, there are sort of three areas you say in terms of this, in terms of making a resolution. You say you can improve on your communication skills, you can think about kindness, being a more kind person, or also you can sort of just work on improving your own self-confidence in terms of how you interface with the world. So let's hit these ideas you say.
Sure.
Improve your communication skills. How?
Easy. Let's start by listening to the other person. One of the aspects of having good manners is paying attention to other people and being kind. So if I'm going to show really great manners, I'm going to listen to you. Mm-hmm. And that means talking less, listening more.
You also say resist interrupting, which I just did. And you say focus on the other person.
The focus should be on you. And it makes you, how does that make you feel? It makes you feel more special. It makes you feel understood.
It also makes you more effective because we're communicating.
And that's why I like to teach reflective listening skills, so that when I'm listening to you, I'm going to reflect back what you're saying to me. And it might be a form like, what I'm hearing you say is, so you're saying that, what you mean is this, is that right? Do a reality check. And it makes me, it makes you know that I'm listening to you and you feel more special. And
you're saying use feedback with nods and smiles, etc. But basically we're talking about being able to really communicate, sort of open up the doors to an honest, real communication versus people having their own communications by themselves. And you say, in terms of the kindness part, you're saying, which I love this part, is to promote kindness. Promote it within yourself, but also in other people.
On a daily basis. And part of making New Year's resolutions is to set a goal. Not just to say, I'm going to be more kind in the new year, but to say, I'm going to do concrete things like, I'm going to compliment someone every day. So it might be the person on the bus, it might be the teacher at your child's school, it could be the person on the telephone when you're making a reservation, but say something nice. For example, the airline person may say, well, may I make a car reservation? And you can say, that was so nice of you to ask. And it's a compliment. It appreciates what they're doing, and it reflects back to them that you're listening.
May I also add, though, that you want it to be real. People, I think false compliments are so harmful.
I agree with that.
An honest compliment is what really helps. Say hello to a stranger at least once a day. Which, in some, parts of New York City you may not want to do, but in general,
that's right.
In general, you do want to be kind to, and I think especially children.
Exactly, but think about elevators. How often are we on an elevator in New York and we do nothing but look at the numbers above or at the floor? Instead, maintain, catch a little bit of eye contact and say hello.
You say, send a written note to someone. We don't tend to do that now. We're emailing all the time.
We're emailing.
I'm trying to do it more myself, and I find that it's great to be able to write, say a thank you, or say something generous and in an honest way on paper, because you're really committed when you do that. It's committed on paper.
It's true. However, I'm a proponent of emailing. I think there's nothing wrong with sending off an email or even a text. I'm a big texter. It's still communication. And the point is to communicate. So don't wait until you have to have a piece of paper in front of you.
You also say another act of kindness is call a friend or a relative every Sunday, which especially mom and dad.
Pick a day.
Yeah.
And then you just go through your Rolodex or your address book and say, her. I haven't talked to Pam since graduate school. I'm calling her.
Here's a bottom line, though. When you're doing that for other people, interestingly enough, you feel better yourself. So it's kind of
that's a really good point, and thank you, because the rewards, the payback for us personally are huge, and I'm not sure people really understand that. That's, if there's nothing that they hear today, that's what I want to be heard.
Something else you want to have people hear today is how to basically improve their self-confidence in terms of how they greet people, and specifically how to shake hands.
Correct. There are lots of ways in which we can shake hands. There are better ways than others, and if you don't mind, could we demonstrate that?
Sure.
Could we stand up and demonstrate it?
Stand up.
I always recommend people stand.
Hi.
Extend a hand. 2 pumps. It's web to web, and release. And while you're doing this, you're maintaining some eye contact. It's sincere. and you sit back down. And
Can I tell you something? My military father used to say, when you shake hands, don't give them a fish. Give them a strong handshake.
That's exactly right.
And you shake their hands.
That's
and
right.
you make this impression. And I tell that to kids now because it makes a big difference. So really what you're saying is that, you know, in the new year, you're suggesting that we can be a better person, but also we can show that we are a good person.
Correct.
In how we interact with people.
It's all about connecting with people. And shaking hands is a symbolic as well as a physical way to connect with people.
Susan Fitter, thank you so much for
Thank you.
some good advice this morning.
Thank you very much,
And may we
Ann.
all be better people in the new year.
Thank you.